as you know, recruiting's become such a rat race. You know, everybody has to be in on the kid, and you've got to identify the kid, and then you've got to offer him to have a chance to recruit him. Because if you don't offer him early and everybody else does, and now you're out of it, well, guess what that leads to? A lot of misses.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to evaluate, you know, a 14 and 15-year-old buck, and now all of a sudden you're sitting there saying, well, we offered this guy, and then 2 years later you've come across 20 other guys that you might think are better. So now you're juggling those balls in the air, and it makes it really difficult. So what's happened here in the last 4 or 5 months is it's really allowed coaches and personnel staff to maybe slow it down and tap the brakes a little bit, spend more time on film, spend more time massaging that board, spend more time talking to people, whether it's a guidance counselor or a janitor or an athletic trainer,
like they used to do. Like they used
to do. Right. Like, remember, like, look at the NFL. So you get the NFL, they have all of this scouting material, and they've got all of these resources, right? And they spent months and months and months studying what a guy's done for 3 or 4 years. And the next thing you know, they go to one pro day for 2 hours or one NFL combine, and they magically fall in love with this one guy. Right? And you're sitting there kind of looking, well, how is that 2-hour period trumping everything you've been studying on this guy? And so I think the fact that there weren't pro days and the NFL guys had to do so much more digging on players, I bet you we'll look 3, 4, 5 years from now, we'll see more players will have panned out of this last draft because more information seeking was acquired and led them to make better decisions. And I'm hoping the same thing happens in recruiting.